Happy to have y'all, man. As always, we're gonna get some gifts up in here. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some gifts up in here. I'm gonna give you guys some free game. We're gonna give y'all the access to the free fat loss system that I use to lose 50 pounds, 5 months, keep it off, and teach it to hundreds and hundreds of guys ever since. We about to. It's in the description of this video, but I'm about to get it hooked up on the chat too. If you guys can hear me and see me well, y'all know the vibes, man. Go ahead, what I'm saying, type one in the chat if my audio's good, man. Just want to make sure. We about to bring the other socials on here too, man. We're gonna get the homie White well IG. No, actually we're not gonna do IG. We're gonna do TT, right? TikTok. We're gonna bring TikTok in the fray, and then we're gonna bring FB, Facebooky. Type one if you can hear me, man. If you can hear me and see me. We got Goya Princess, Princessa. What up, Goya Princessa? What's popping? You know what I'm saying? Who else we got in the chat? Type one if your guys can hear me and see me, man. Type one in that chat, man. We got Cole Palmer says, "Hey, sir, we hear you, G." Hey, that's what's up, man. Cole Palmer. Whenever I see Palmer, I think of either Kiki Palmer or Arnold Palmer. Y'all know who Arnold Palmer is? Me neither, right? But I know he got a lemonade. He got an iced lemonade that is really popular. And if you ever seen this lemonade, it's like iced tea lemonade in stores. It's good as hell, but it's got a ton of carbs, and it'll definitely keep your belly big as hell if you drinking it on a regular basis, man. Just wanted to let you guys know that, just in case you were curious about that. Type one in the chat if you guys can hear me and see me, man. Just want to make sure we good before we bring the other platforms in here. George Dudley says one. What up, George? Goya Princess. Hey, Corey, I have a question. Are leg raises in bed okay? Or is that lazy? That is, in fact, lazy as fuck, for sure. Will it work? If the form is correct, to some degree, you can activate the same muscle fibers that you will do if you did, you know, from the ground or off of a bench. Hanging leg raises, though, is superior because hanging leg raises sort of because of the way that you hang, right, and gravity, it applies more resistance to those abdominals. You know what I'm saying? But if you can't do that, if you can't hang, right, if you're damn you too big, let's say you too fat and fluffy, not saying that that's you, Goya Princess, but like there are some people watching this or that's gonna watch it later, they too big, they big as hell and they can't hang yet. Well, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Just start with lying leg raises. Lay on a bench or lay on a mat on the floor or something like that. Or you can lay in your bed like Goya Princess, whatever, right? Whatever you gotta do to get it done, right? It's just your life. These are your results. But yeah, man, that's my take on that. Guys, where y'all from, man? Who we got in the chat today? Type one in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Let me know what city you from, man. Type your city in the chat, man. I'm gonna get some shout outs here as I get the other platforms on. You know what I'm saying? Who we got in the building, man? Type yo what Lil John say, rep your city. Rep your city, baby. Let me know who we got in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let me know who we got in the building. Uh what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Oh, Goya Princess. Oh, I'm trying to find more workouts so I can study for my exam. Well, how about you study for your exam and you work out separate, right? How about you do those separate, man? I don't know if you're saying you're looking to do your exam and work out, but that means that either of those tasks are not going to get your full attention. And you know, uh, contrary to what the internet wants you to believe, there is no such thing as multitasking. That shit is bullshit. There's only task switching. Your brain can't do multiple things at once, at least not well. What happens is your brain switch between task to task, and it can do it at such a fast rate depending on how good you are at that task, right? The brain, I can go into neurology if y'all want to, but what cities y'all from, man? Type your city in the chat. We got Boots of Greece. Oh, I'm sorry, not Bootsa, Pootsa. Pootsa. Shout out to Pootsa. Did you guys know Pootsa was a place? Me neither, right? Shout out to Pootsa. Massachusetts is in the building. What up, Massachusetts? What's happening? All right, who else? What other cities we got in the chat? My country was bombed. Pray for me, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Prayer emojis up to Heba. You know what I'm saying? Um, if I'm on a 24-hour fast, should I work out during or after it's done? You can do either or. Like I train fasted most of the time. I've been training fasted for 9 years, and I think I've done pretty okay. Um, Jack Jaglish is from Philly. Philly, what up? Philly, what's popping, man? Shout out to Rocky, man. Every time I think about Philly, I think about the Rocky Steps, man. Y'all ever been to the Rocky Steps? It's a good time. Um, does doing ab workouts help lose belly fat? No, it does not. Right? No. Calorie deficit does that. TikTok, what up? If you guys can hear me, type your city in the chat. I want to know who we got in the building. Um, ATL is in the building over on YouTube. What up? What's that? J Retro? What's happening? Um, Ricky's gaming channel says it's my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what you doing for it, man? You about to go get some reps in at the gym? What you about to do for it, Ricky? Let us know. Iowa's in the building. Laura McCady's from Iowa. What up? What up? What up? Oh, Jay Retro. That's the real. The real. What up? What's happening, man? My dog, man. What's happening? Bowling Green, Kentucky. I'm sorry to hear that. Bowling Green. Damn, that's sad. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Ricky just turned 10. We got some young bucks in the building. Chicago checking in. Shot Town, man. Shot City, what up? Does it make sense to eat the same pounds you weigh in protein? Depends on how much you weigh. If you weigh like 300 pounds, no. If you like me and you weigh 185 pounds, then yeah, it's fine. Depends on how low your body fat percentage is. Thank you, Corey. I cut down a lot. Started my day with protein shakes, low cal mixed coconut water, chia hemp, flax seeds, 2 pieces a day of killer's bread. Good for you. For weight loss, just depends on the body fat percentage. How do you calculate and adjust your calorie deficit as you lose weight? I went from 305 to 220, and I don't know where I should be. Keep going to lose fat. Jason Strikes, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to calculate your BMR for your new weight because it's different now that you're not 300 pounds. Let's clap it up for Jason, though, man. Jason lost damn near 100 pounds on y'all. While y'all out here making excuses, he making it happen, man. Let's clap it up for Jason. You know what I'm saying? Adal, what up? Um, but basically, man, you gotta find your new BMR, right? That's a simple equation. That's a Google search away, right? Honestly, like you can just put in your age, height, weight, and goal, and look for your BMR. You can look for it on Chat GPT, right? You can use AI to get it. You can get my free fat loss system that's attached below. I got a video of me showing you how to find that data and the websites that I use. I use bmrcalculator.com. But yeah, man, just get your BMR and then subtract calories from that. That's all you gotta do, right? Like it's not as complex as the internet wants you to believe, man. Your BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. That's how many calories your body burns by itself. So you just subtract from that how much of a deficit you want to go into, and then you eat that amount of food, right? If your BMR now that you 200 something pounds is like, I don't know, 1800, right? You can just eat 1600 calories. It's a 200 calorie deficit. And, you do that plus your activity, you'll lose, anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds a week, depending on how active you are. That's all you got to do, man. That's what I do with my clients. If you guys want a system that's laid out so you ain't got to think about it, just go get the free fat loss system. The link's right there for y'all on YouTube. TikTok, y'all got to go to the link in the bio. Facebook. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Facebook. What's popping? Facebook. Y'all got the link to the free system there too. Thoughts on diet soda? I think that shit's a waste of liquid. Um, Damn man, chat look like lizard. Okay, shout out to the lizards, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I live in Florida. I see lizards every day. I say what up to them. You know what I'm saying? Some people run from lizards. I run to them. I say what up. Uh, Hello in the chat. What up? What up? What up? What's popping? What weightlifting exercises should I do as a 15-year-old for fat loss? Compound lifts, right? You should be pressing, squatting, hip hinging with deadlifts, or hip thrust depending. You should be doing rows, pull-ups. You should be doing all the compound lifts. Thoughts on teenagers training? Why not start now? Your hormones are optimized for this shit. Go hit the weights. Also, is seltzer water good alternative for soda? Yeah, it ain't got no calories. Um, Ethan says thanks, no problem. Michael says thanks again for your messaging, no problem, man. That's what I'm here for. If you guys got some value from anything I've shared this week or in the past, just give me a thumbs up in the chat. Can you do the biggest hell thing, please? What's the biggest hell thing? What you talking about? What's your opinion on keto or carnivore? I think that shit's stupid. Why would you want to give up carbs for the rest of your life when you don't have to lose fat? You just go into a calorie deficit, like I did, lost 50 pounds in 5 months, eating carbs every day, and now I teach it to people. So I think it's stupid. Some people like it though. Some people like just like, eating meat all day. Pause. Right? I like eating dead animals and carbohydrates. I think carnivore is the most unhealthy diet ever, high cholesterol. I don't agree with that. There's no studies that back that claim. There's not there's no studies that say if you eat carnivore you're gonna get high cholesterol. I don't think there's enough proof to substantiate that. But I do think it doesn't teach people like how to actually maintain the results they get because you're just getting rid of a whole food group, which puts you in a deficit. But the reason you're actually losing the fat is because of the deficit, not because you don't eat carbs. Um, Give me the sun. Okay. Corey, do you think 1,200 calories a day is too low for fat loss? Depends on the person. Some of my clients is on 1,200 calories a day, but they small humans. I coach women too. They be like short and small. They BMR be like 1,400. I put them on 1,200 calories. So it's 200 calorie deficit for that person. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot, but depends on the human. If you like 5'2" and you weigh 170, you don't need 13. You don't need like 1,800 calories like these calorie tracking apps be telling you. That's bullshit. That's why you're still fat. If you could eat that much and lose weight, you would have lost it by now. So it depends on your BMR is the answer to that question. Who this light skinned dude acting like he ain't? I don't know. I don't know. I can eat air and dreams. Yeah, you can if you want. There's difference in everybody's weight. That's facts. Yeah, everybody's different depending on statistics. If you guys want me to do some stats today, I can make your macros. Just give me your age, your height, your weight, and your goal, and I'll break down your macros today. Let me go ahead and pull this BMR calculator, uh, macro generator. Boom. Yeah, if you want me to do your macros, just give me your age, height, weight, and goal, and I got you. Thanks for keeping it real. Speaking the truth, no problem. Really, really useful stuff in your videos. I'm a little more advanced and I started early, so I skipped a lot of steps, but I'm training. I'm training some people now. Your videos have been invaluable. That's great, Swole Clown. I wish you nothing but the best in your personal training journey, man. Glad I could be a part of somebody's development of helping others develop, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, Will. Will is 26 years of age. He's 5'10". Will, you 280? You 283? You big as hell. Goddamn. You gotta get that together, Will. Go get your pen and pad out, right? Hopefully you're not driving, because I'm about to give you some statistics that might just change your life, Will. Because you big as hell. You borderline 300, right? As a 5'10" man, I'm 5'10". That's crazy. You weigh 100 pounds more than me. All right. I said that to wake you up. Go get your pen and pad, bro. I want to tell you the truth that nobody else is telling you. You do this, man. 200 grams of protein a day, right? That's where you start. Carbs, fats, I'll put you respectively 150 carb, 65 fat. Do that. Your big ass gonna need at least a gallon and a half of water a day, because that's low carbs for somebody your size. You're gonna be losing water like crazy. But nonetheless, man, it's going to be a very successful endeavor if you at least get a gallon and a half of water a day, that 200 grams of protein for sure, and then make sure you getting like at least 30 grams of fiber a day. Yeah, hopefully you caught it that time. Do you help women? I do. I do. I have a few women on my client success page. If you go to my YouTube channel, go to client success stories or client testimonies. I forgot what I labeled it. It's a bunch of transformations in there. It's like 30 plus in there right now. Like I think like half of them are women. Corey, because of you, I lost 7 pounds already. Let's clap it up for Goya. Goya losing all this weight. Do you have any tips to maintain a workout routine? Schedule it. Schedule it. What do you think of Munjaro? I think it's bullshit. I think Manjaro, you know what it does is it curbs your appetite, but it doesn't teach you the habits that actually substantiate a consistent lifestyle of keeping the fat that you gained off. You still got to learn how to like change your nutritional habits and your activity habits around that. All right, it'll just make it easier to maintain a caloric deficit if you having the Manjaro shots or the what's the other one? Ozempic, uh, the GLP ones. But you still got to learn the habits, right? Whatever you did to lose the weight, you got to continue to do to keep the weight off. Will, you keep asking me this question, man. I told you to get your pen and pad out. All right, do this one more time for you, bro. Carbs 150, fats 65, protein 200, water 1.5 gallon, fiber 30 grams. If you need that again, bro, just go grab the free fat loss system. The link is in the bio. You can watch the video of me breaking that shit down and save it for later, right? Uh, Hopefully that's helpful though, man. Get that shit together. Do you believe in 16-hour fasting? Yeah, I'd say like 90% of my clients are doing 16-hour fasts every day. Uh, what would you say your number one workout for fat loss is? Strength training. No, I'm sorry. My number one workout for fat loss is pressing the buttons on your phone to track your foods. Like it worked the shit out of your fingers, but it also burns the shit out of that belly fat. So as long as you're tracking your foods in your phone and the numbers equal up to calorie deficit, that's the most effective exercise for fat loss. Nothing else beats that. Yeah. Hey, finger prick. We're gonna call that the finger prick or the finger press. Uh, does creatine make a difference in your performance? Absolutely. Creatine is the best supplement there is on the market. It helps with everything from muscle protein synthesis, which is better and faster recovery, and in between workouts you produce more. I should say in between sets of your workout you produce more ATP, which means your strength, energy, and performance in that session is going to be better. That's going to translate to bigger gains in your lifts and faster progressions and faster recovery as well as faster fat loss. So everybody here, like, whether your goal is to lose fat, build muscle, perform better, you should be taking creatine. If you're not doing it, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I snack a lot, but it's usually like fruit and veggies and nuts. Pause. Can I do two workouts in a day, like chest in the morning, triceps in the evening? I don't see why not. That sounds like a good split. Ronaldo or Messi? Neither one of them, man. I'm black. I don't watch soccer. I grew up in America, man. We just got soccer teams. 27, 5'7", 260. My man's Mr. 200. You are big as hell. Okay? Get your big ass pen and pad, bro. We about to help change your life. 5'7" and 260 is wild. That's crazy, bro. We're gonna help you out with that though, man. So look, 100, at least start with this. 190 grams of protein, uh 130 carb. I put you at about 70 grams of fat a day, and then at least a gallon, maybe a gallon and a half, depending on your workout activity. Mr. 200, you're gonna be 200 pretty soon if you hit those metrics all the time. Why should I drink a gallon and a half of water? Will, because you big as hell, man. You know, the average person that I would prescribe, like somewhere like south of 250 pounds, I would say, hey, drink a gallon of water. You should be fine. But any of my clients that I've coached, mind you, you're talking to somebody who got like 10 years of experience doing this. Any of my clients who are over 250 pounds, because you have so much lean mass from carrying that much weight over however long you've been that fat, right? Like, you have to hydrate more mass than the person that can do a gallon of water and be fine, right? Think about it like a car, right? You got like a coupe, like a two-door coupe versus like a truck, like a Dodge Ram, right? Which one is going to burn more gasoline? Of course, the Dodge Ram. It's a bigger car. It has a bigger engine, right? It has to support more size, more load. Pause, right? That's you, Will. You have to hydrate more than the average person because you big as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this to save your life, man. I don't want you to pass out from your calorie deficit, man. If you follow those macros, I guarantee you'll be like 10 pounds down by this time next month. Guaranteed. France, I'm 240. Does water help you lose weight? Absolutely. Right? I diet and operate in calorie deficit. Water helps your body metabolize fat. So it helps your body actually start to ease that fat, fatty acids, oxidate it, and then burn it off. Can you give me a good split for 5 days? Sure, man. It depends on what your goals are, but like, I mean, it's a ton of different good splits for 5 days. A lot of my clients who work out 5 days, they do full body Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then on Tuesday and Thursday they just do whatever two muscle groups are that they really want to see grow. They just do those muscle groups on those days, right? So it might be like, let's say you let's say you got a small chest and you want bigger arms. Well, you do full body Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then you do chest and arms on Tuesday and Thursday. When you do that, you're gonna see all kinds of gains, bro. Favorite savory protein snack. Yo, I'm a big fan of the legendary foods cinnamon roll. That's like my favorite one. Savory savory is like not sweet. I just gave you the sweet one. The savory one is like just some steak. That's my favorite one, man. Steak and salmon are the top dogs for savory. Um, D DJ Bond says I have a question. You could just ask your question. How could they grow optimally training full body every 48 hours? That's not enough time to fully recover. Yeah, that only applies if you are looking to, in fact, train for volume, right? Like training for high volume and training for high frequency, that's two different types of training. So what I just gave my man there is a high frequency split, you know. If you're let's say your total sets for your chest for the week is like 20 to 25 sets, right? Let's just make it 20 sets, right, for easy math. So what's 20 divided by 5? That's um, 5 days a week. That means you can do 4 sets of chest every single day in the week, and that'll be the same volume as if you did a chest day twice a week and you hit 10 sets each of your chest, right? So the volume is the same. The only difference is when you're doing high frequency training, you're stimulating muscle protein synthesis over and over. And so the entire week you remain anabolic. Whereas when you do high volume training, you're sort of making yourself anabolic to that particular muscle group just for that phase of muscle protein synthesis. So let's say you train chest on a Monday, you'll be more anabolic for your chest from like Monday to Wednesday. But then that signal goes down for muscle protein synthesis. So you gotta retrain the chest again. But the high frequency is like flipping that on his head and doing it in a different manner. That's all. Hi, for someone that had the gastric bypass, how to not lose, oh shit, skin, how to not have loose skin and saggy game muscle. It's kind of what I just said, man. Like focus on getting stronger, get optimal protein for your size. You have to really do the math on that. Um, and just stay consistent with like hydrate and also getting moisture to your skin, moisturize your skin, put lotion and oils and stuff like that on. That'll help your skin sort of retain some of its elasticity to some degree. But it really, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. It depends on how much muscle you actually lost when you lost the weight. If you lost a ton of muscle, it's nothing you can do. Like this, you're gonna just be saggy to some degree. The only thing you can do is like build some muscle in between the point where the skin was stretched and the actual muscle itself. Uh, but if you take your time, right, and lose fat, a lot of you guys have the concern of, man, if I lose a bunch of weight, am I gonna get saggy? Go to my YouTube channel. YouTube, y'all can go check this out right now. The last YouTube long form video I posted, it was called "How I Helped My Client Lose 100 Pounds." Right? My client Brennan, he lost 130 pounds. If you look at his before and after picture, he barely has any loose skin. Why is that? That's because the way that we actually did it was we prioritized strength training, getting optimal protein, and the motherfucker moisturize the skin, like I just told y'all. So it's one of those things that the approach really depends on how loose your skin is gonna be. He didn't do the gastric sleeve. We ain't do no goofy ass juice diet or supplements or no crazy shit like that. We just, stay strong in the gym, stay consistent, and tracked everything. So I think that might be helpful for some of y'all. I keep eating sugar after I get hungry and keep eating over and over. What should I do? Just change the diet, bro. Right? Like I don't know what other way to say it, man. Stop eating that bullshit that's keeping you big as hell. If you know it's making you overindulge, why are you continuing to eat it? Change what you eat and you'll change what signals you're giving your body. You know what I talk about when I talk about training and nutrition? We're really talking about sending signals to your body to adapt a certain way. Sugar causes your body to secrete growth hormones, specifically insulin. So when you're eating a bunch of sugar, you're just telling your body that I want you to grow and store, right? And so if that's all you eat, then you're gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. Pause. Right? But if you don't want that to be the outcome, you just gotta change what it is that you're nourishing the body with. Guess what? There's two other macros you can focus on: protein and fats, predominantly. you know? And now I journal and feel emotional because I'm an emotional eater. Goya, oh, a swole clown. Come on, man, swole clown coming through with the fan, the fantastic coaching advice. He says, if you're working hard and you're keeping your low artificial sugars, you don't need to fast to work. Listen, what you need is you need to take a different perspective than the one that got you here. If you focus on eating because you have an emotional response to whatever's going on in your environment, you feel like you need to fucking eat a meal to absolve you of your sorrows. You have an emotional regulation problem, man. You need to find better ways to manage your emotional state. You know, there's a bunch of different ways to feel good and be happy that don't include you stuffing your fucking face with something. You know, like you can go for a walk, right? You can work out, you can meditate, can journal, you can listen to music, you can have some sex, you can, contribute something meaningful to the world. You can create content. You can, give to your local church or, donate to a charity. There's a lot of shit you can do to be happy that don't involve you putting some food in your fucking mouth, man. You just not creative enough. That's all. 20 pounds down in 10 weeks, but no loss of muscle. In fact, the muscle has increased. Let's clap it up for Bradley. Bradley is out here getting it popping, man. Y'all can do that too. How many minutes do you work out? Me personally, I typically train somewhere between 60 to 90 minutes a day. That's just what works for my schedule and my lifestyle. I'm also a business owner. So sometimes, like, stuff's going on with business, right? I got to condense that to like half an hour to 45 minutes. I make it work. Starting to have weird extreme cravings for peanuts when I hit the gym hard. I don't get it. Salted peanuts, because you might just be like deficient in sodium. That could be a thing. Usually work out 10 to 20 minutes. Is that good? Depends on your goals, man. If you want to look like me, nah, man. You know how many years it'll take you to look like me? Training 10, 20 minutes a day. But you might just want to like be healthier and have better mobility. Like 10, 20 minutes is fine for that stuff. Depends on what your goals are, bro. Hey man, I want to buy a gym belt for deadlifting. Should I buy the Velcro or the prong one? Definitely the prong one. The one with the one that you actually have to like loop in, and you have to put your belts in a notch, or the one that has the latch. Do not get that Velcro one, man. That is some bullshit. I want to look like Megan Thee Stallion, body yaddy. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion is working out. She's lifting weights, man. Steven says he loves me. I appreciate that, Steven. Thank you for the support. I love your videos. Thank you very much, man. I'm glad these videos could be of value to you, right? That's why I put it out, man. Put it on the streets. Facebook ain't been asking no questions, but we're gonna get Facebook out of there. Hopefully this is valuable, Facebook. I'll holler at y'all later. But yeah, man, like, the creative advice helps a lot for real. Get distracting, almost 60 pounds down. Hey man, let's clap it up for Raul, man. Raul is losing that fat. Raul letting y'all know, man, you ain't gotta be emotionally eating the rest of your life, man. Every time something don't go your way, you go reach for a honey bun, right? Get some self-control. My husband and I love your videos. Hey, appreciate that. K Faithful, appreciate the support. Glad I can help you and the hubby out. Wishing y'all nothing but the best, man. How you seen the new Mr. Beast video, the guy who lost 100 pounds? Yo, I ain't never seen a Mr. Beast video in my life. I don't even know what he sounds like because I'm not his target demographic. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think Mr. Beast makes videos for children, and I'm not one anymore. So I've never seen one. I want to be like Sam Sulek. Shout out to you for that, man. Sam's got a great physique. I think he's an IFBB pro now. Shout out to Sam. Do you know Brody? Nah, I don't know nobody named Brody. The only Brody I know is Russell Westbrook, and I don't know him personally. Raul, still need to lose what you've already lost. You give me hope. Hey man, shout out to the homie Raul, man. Giving up hope in the comments, man. Bruh, you live. I am live. Greetings. Shadow. Man, my favorite hedgehog. Where should I go on YouTube to get true correct form explanation videos? You could go to my man, what is his name? It's two people that have good form videos. Chris Jones, Pump Chasers, and what's the other guy's name? I forget his Scott Herman. Scott Herman has great form videos. My form videos are all private because they're like exclusive to my Cory Armstrong Fitness app. I'm sorry, y'all. When I first started my YouTube channel, I was recording videos just for my clients. So all those videos are private. Only my clients got access to those. But yeah, like you, Scott Herman and Chris Jones, they got public forum videos that you can go look at right now. What do you think about 3 times a week full body workout? Yo, literally 10 minutes ago, somebody asked me what I think a good workout split would be for 5 days. And I told them training full body Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then doing, 2 to 3 focus groups Tuesday, Thursday. So I love full body training. I also love upper lower training. I also love push pull legs. I think all the splits have their, strengths and weaknesses as it pertains to like the adaptation it's giving your body. But yeah, man, I think full body workouts are great. That's the Mike Mincer format, and it's proven to work. Okay, shout out to whoever Mike Mincer is. Any tips to get past this plateau? You're not at a plateau. Plateaus don't exist. You know, what you did worked to get you here. So in order to get you where you want to be next, you have to change your approach. It's kind of like that story in the Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? Moses. Guys, if you know who Moses is, type Moses in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Moses did what? He freed the Israelite slaves. They walked up out of Egypt. They was on a journey to the promised land, right? He split the Red Sea. Boom! We about to walk, right? And then they start walking to go to the promised land. But the journey to the promised land took 40 years. It was only supposed to take 3 days. You may be asking, why did it take so long? It's because they had the same mentality and thinking that got them out of Egypt, right? They had the same beliefs that got them out of Egypt. But what gets you out of Egypt won't get you to the promised land, right? So that's you, my man, who said you had a plateau. You out of Egypt. You lost some weight. It's just to lose the next few pounds that you want to lose, whatever that is, you have to have new beliefs. You have to take a new approach. You have to completely like rearrange your system. Now, if you need like a more of an in-depth, deep dive on like some stuff that you could do to overcome a plateau, I got the free fat loss system for y'all tonight. You go get a copy of that in the bio on TikTok. You guys got the link over there on YouTube at the bottom. But that's all it is, man. Any of you guys talking about you hit a plateau, you haven't. Just congratulations. What you did so far got you here. It worked. But now you got to put in some different work to get some new results. That's it. Yeah, man. My man's Moses split that Red Sea. Hey, it's actually true that some people take 5 milligrams of Viagra just to get a pump. Heard Brandon Carter talking about it and was just wondering if that's a real thing or just gym legend. No, it's a real thing. Um, what does Viagra do? Well, it helps increase blood flow and circulation to you know down there, right, to your meat. But I mean, blood flows everywhere, right? So you dilate the blood vessels across the entire body, and you get more pumps everywhere. So nah, it's not gym legend. It's real. When you do full body workouts, should you do the same exercise each time? You can. The interesting thing about exercises though is that like there's so many different variations of ways to train a particular muscle group that you actually would get more value if you did different workouts for different muscle groups different days of the week if you're gonna be doing full body. So like how I program it for myself and my clients is like, let's say we talking about chest. Everybody likes talking about chest, right? So you train the chest from different angles to get different outcomes, right? So you train the upper part of the chest, right, with like incline pressing, sort of that mid chest. You do like flat benching to get that, and then the lower titty, right, that chest hang, that's more like weighted dips or decline presses, right? So ideally, if you're going full body train, this is how you do it. Monday, incline, right? And then you do all your other movements, right? Wednesday, flat bench, and all your other movements, right? And then Friday, right? That's where you hit your weighted dips or your decline, lower chest, right? So what you do is you hit different parts of the muscle different days of the week, just the same way you would do it if you were doing like the bro split. Like if you ever look at a good bro split, one where the guys are training like the particular muscle that they want you to emphasize from different angles. You just take that and you just spread it throughout the week. That's what a full body routine is. Uh, Wagwan, brother. Bless up. Greetings. Billy Solomon. You give out great advice on your YouTube shorts, but they never long enough. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. When YouTube shorts first came out, man, they was keeping them at 60 seconds, so they was cutting them off. But the new videos are full length, man. And if you want more, help from me, man, just go grab my free fat loss system, man. It's full length advice in there, man. And you got videos teaching you how to build a plan for yourself. Can I have your app if that's fine with you? Nah, it's only for my clients, man. I'm sorry. What are 10 drinks for weight loss? Water, 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 water. That's the top 10 drinks for fat loss. Uh, you a good dude, but them teeth everywhere. Yeah, man, I knew that. I've had crooked teeth my whole life, man. Thanks for acknowledging that. Thank you very much. Praise God. Hey, shout out to Yahweh. Yeah, what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Uh, what's VH says? Hi, greetings. What up, VH? What's happening? Um, Mr. Beefy the carnivore says, "Sorry, not trying to be mean. You still a good looking dude." Yeah, it hasn't stopped me from getting action. You know what I'm saying? My girlfriend don't complain about it. People who give me compliments all the time don't complain about it. As you can see, I ain't sad. I ain't shying away from the camera. I fuck with me. So, fuck with you, big bro. You the GOAT. Appreciate that, Danny. Thank you for the support, man. It means everything. Means everything, man. I do it because I want y'all to elevate, man. I want y'all to come rise to the top like your boy, man. I want you guys to be better versions of yourself. What are the top 10 foods for weight loss? I don't think there's a top 10 foods for weight loss, man. It's just like, straight up, just calorie deficit, man. There ain't no special fat loss foods. Raul says, come clean, whatever that means. Say the slogan, bro. Say the slogan. What slogan you talking about, Just? What slogan you talking about, Mac Harvey? The carnivore diet worked best for me. Good for you, man. Is orange juice healthy? I would argue it's not. That shit ain't got no nutritional value, man. Orange juice is just carbs, ain't got no protein, ain't got no fat, ain't got no dietary fiber. It's just sugar, which has its benefits. If you a marathon runner, right? Like I got some clients that run marathons, man. What do I tell them on race day? Get some carbs. It's quick energy. It hits the bloodstream immediately, and therefore the body will push it to the muscles and cells for use. Um, you know what I'm saying? But if you a motherfucking desk worker or you drive a truck or something like that, and you drinking orange juice, yo, you gonna be big as hell, bro. I ain't drank juice in years. Keith Jackson. I'm 65, 5'11", holding down 194, 197 with a smooth 30 grams of protein in one meal a day. Got a membership to gyms, walk 2 miles twice a week, uh, trying the gym 3 times, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Just started. Shout out to you, Keith. Let me know how the progression goes, man. Keep tracking what you're doing. Track your calories, track your macros. Let us know how it works, man. You doing something. You starting something. Hey, goat, grab the camera for an edit. Nah. Thanks for all you do. Because of you, I've gotten stronger in the gym and been able to simplify my nutrition. Hey man, let's clap it up for George. You know what I'm saying? George out here getting it popping. It's Crystal Light, the powder drink, mix healthy. Healthy is relative, man. I don't think there's like inherently powders or things that are like healthy. I think it depends on what you're comparing it to, right? Like if you're saying like you're comparing Crystal Light to like orange juice, yeah, like I would pick Crystal Light over fucking orange juice, right? Because Crystal Light, last I checked, ain't got no calories. Orange juice is, for a lot of you big motherfuckers watching, is useless calories because you're gonna drink it and sit on your ass, right? But you know, in the context of the opposite, let's say somebody was like malnourished and they hadn't eaten like 10 days, you know, is Crystal Light healthy for that person? Nah, man. Like orange juice is better for them because they need some carbs, right? So it depends on what you're talking about. What's a good macro split for fat loss? 40% protein, 30% carbs, 30% fats is the best for most people. For muscle growth, 50% carb, 30% protein, 20% fat is going to be the best for most people. But you got to get the calories to match the goal. If you need help with that, just go grab your BMR, plus or minus 2 to 500 calories, depending on how aggressive you want to get. Either way, I also wrote it out in my guide, the free fat loss system. Go get that in the chat if you want me to break down in detail how to do that. What do you think about drinking diet soda? I think it's a waste of liquid, man. Just drink water. Your thoughts on sea moss? That shit's overrated, man. Sea moss got a lot of health benefits, I guess, in the terms of like the amount of vitamins and minerals that it has. But sodas like multivitamins in food, so I don't see a reason to have sea moss over multivitamins in food. Some of the hippies like argue me down about that, but yeah, I think sea moss gets a lot of hype from the Dr. Sebi community, because they believe that everybody should do the things that he was teaching, but he was teaching people who were like chronically ill, like how to repair their bodies. I don't think everybody is chronically ill, especially in the realm of what I teach. I teach muscle growth and fat loss, man. Sea moss ain't helping you burn no fat or build no muscle. That's why I don't talk about it. Best low calorie, super high protein I found was king or snow crab. It's a salty but healthy. I think that's cat. I think that's cat, man. You know how much work you gotta do to get the meat up out of the crab? You gotta like crack its shell and like suck on the paws. You gotta do a lot to get that protein, man. That's too much work. What happens if I increase protein intake? You get more protein. That's all that happens. Dehydrated sea moss. Yeah, come to Dr. CB people. Nah, I'm fucking with you, Raul. Nah, man, sea moss ain't bad. It's just not. It's just not that amazing. Like it. I don't know that it's something that you need if you want to build muscle or lose fat. And that's what I'm talking about today. If you're talking about just general wellness and health, like sure, right? But you know what else helps with that? Like calorie deficit, you know, fasting, right? Drinking water, right? A lot of the stuff that I talk about are things that do the same thing that CMOS would do, just without you taking CMOS. So that's my stance on CMOS. Black seed oil, I ain't same thing, man. Black seed oil is just overhyped, man. It's like it's not a lot of like fucking benefits, man. It was cap though. Appreciate everything you do share, coach. Hey man, thank you. Appreciate the support. I'm 38, 5'10, 250. What are the macros I need to lose weight and build muscle at the same time? There are no macros for you, buddy, to build muscle and lose fat at the same time because you can't do that. At least not as a goal. Like if you a true beginner to the gym and it's your first year of training, you may have the lucky disposition to be able to build muscle in the calorie deficit. But that only lasts a few months until your body gets adapted. But it's not the goal, meaning like you can't target muscle growth while in a deficit because muscle growth is a byproduct of progressive overload and also calorie surplus, right? But to lose fat, you gotta be in the calorie deficit. So how the fuck Or you're going to be in a deficit and a surplus at the same time. That's like trying to, turn left and right at the same time. How you going to do that? Right? So you can't target both. Right? You can target a deficit and train hard to maintain strength. And again, you may get lucky and build some muscle in that deficit, but it's not like there's no set macros for that. Like you fucking yourself up by by asking for something that's like not a viable goal. Is brown rice better than regular rice? No. Uh, Stopping by to wish you a great day, man. Hey, man. Same to you. Same to you, man. Good day, mate. Yeah, good day, mate. Guys, y'all got me for 5 more minutes. What other questions can I answer before I go? Jesus say, Sue says, yeah, it's good. That's what's up. White rice is better than brown rice. 10 times better, man. I will eat white rice 100 times over before ever eating 1 cup of brown rice. I think brown rice tastes like cardboard. Personally, I never choose it. I get so mad when I like get like a Chipotle bowl and they run out of white rice and they give you brown rice. Like let's say you do like a Uber Eats order and they give you brown rice as a default. I'd be pissed. It tastes like cardboard, man. The only reason people talk about it like it's like so good for you is it has some fiber in it, man. It's lower glycemic than white rice. But yo, if you eat who the fuck eats rice without like a vegetable source or like a protein, right? If you have something with it, that slows the digestion of it to some degree, making it lower glycemic if you just had it by itself. So man, don't believe the hype, man. Brown rice is not it's not that big of a deal, man. It's not it. How do I shed belly fat? Calorie deficit. Thanks. Enjoy you, brother. I'm a minister. Are you a follower of Christ? I'm a fan from Louisville. I would say I'm a believer in Christ for sure. Follower would be a stretch in that would actually that would give the impression that I go to like church and I like study the Bible. I am a complete novice at the teachings of the Bible. Like my girl be giving me verses and like teaching me stuff, you know. Am I a believer? Yes. Would I be confident in saying, yeah, man, I'm a Christian? I wouldn't confidently say that in the realm of like I don't do what Christians do. Like I'm not at church on Sundays. I don't know the Bible front to back. But do I believe there's a higher power that's like guiding, the ways of the world? For sure. Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. It's too much unexplained things that have happened in my life for me not to believe that. And I love the teachings of the Bible. I use them in my teachings. If you've been on the live, you already heard me reference a Bible story that I get inspired by. So yeah. Can I hit 315? Bench. Just hit 225. Need another goal, but I'm sure if it's realistic, people online are roided. Yeah, man, 315 is not a lot relative to like depending on your like how much you weigh. That's not a unreasonable bench press, right? You might have to put on some size to be able to do it safely, but you can do that, man. It's there's girls in the Olympics lifting that, man. You can lift that. Us Muslims, we believe in Jesus as well. Shout out to the Muslims. Look, Gandhi said, I like your Christ, but Christians are nothing like your Christ. Shout out to whatever you talking about, man, Gandhi. Which is better, sparkling water or regular water? Regular water. What deficits start to get when deficits start to get lower when losing weight to help nighttime cravings? Should one save more of their calories for nighttime? No, just eat more protein. How many grams of protein you eat in a day? If it's under 150 grams, that's your problem. You're not eating enough protein. If you're doing that, how many grams of fiber you eat in a day? If it's under 30 grams, that's your problem, right? How many gallons of water you drink in a day? If it's under a gallon, that's your problem, right? Combine those three together, you ain't gonna have no cravings, I guarantee it. Um, I stay drinking sparkling water Perrier. Shout out to Perrier, man. I like Perrier too. All right, y'all. I got to get on my next meeting. If this was helpful and you want me to go live again this week, drop a flex emoji on your boy. Drop a flex emoji on your boy. Damn, somebody said they 300 pounds, 5'3". You big as hell. If you want your macros, lay it out. Just go grab my free fat loss system. I teach you how to get your macros in there. Till next time, y'all. Peace.